Hi everybody, it's Ann Patchett at Parnassus Books. You remember when your mom used to cut your bangs to save a little money and they just never turned out quite right? Well, I cut Sparky's bangs last night, which is nice because you can see his pretty eyes, but they're a little wonky. Anyway, sorry buddy. Okay, there are so many exciting things to talk about. Let's start with The Every by Dave Eggers, who I adore. If you have been in Parnassus Books in the last, 6 years or something, there's a giant framed drawing of a buffalo that says Parnassus Books significantly better than soap made from biosin, which Dave did that as a present for us. He's a very talented, innovative guy, and the proof of his innovation is his new book, The Every, which is the sequel to his book, The Circle, is coming with different covers. They're also all signed. So this is a copy of The Every by Dave Eggers, but this is also a copy of The Every by Dave Eggers, but this is also a copy, and I could go on and on because they're all different. Do you have any idea what a gargantuan pain in the neck that is to print all those different covers and get them on different books and then shuffle them to make sure that a bookstore gets a box in which the covers aren't the same? There's a lot of labor in this, so come and pick out which copy of The Every you want. Now, on to other things. Two of my very favorite people in the world have books out today. Sandra Boynton, who we love more than anything in the world. Woodland Dance, the thrilling sequel to Barnyard Dance. Lots of little woodland creatures getting ready to dozy-do. It's fantastic. You're gonna want a bunch of these. And what may go down as my favorite book of the year, The Beatrice Prophecy by Kate DiCamillo. This is a middle grade novel. It's illustrated by Sophie Blackall, who is probably one of the greatest living illustrators. This is a book that you want in hardback. It's a book that you probably would like to have a first edition of. This is like the day that Charlotte's Web came out. That's what today is like. This book is going to be around when we are all dead. And people are going to be loving it and reading it forever and ever. So it's just a huge moment in publishing. Be sure to come in and get this. Even if you don't have a middle grader in your house, doesn't make any difference. You're gonna want this book, all right? Lindsay is gonna tell you what else is going on. Thank you.
Hi y'all. Got some exciting new releases today. Up first we have our dear and lovely Anthony Bourdain, who we miss. The definitive oral biography is out today. It is edited and compiled by Lori Wolliver, who's his longtime assistant. Earlier this year, she published World Travel, which was another book of miscellaneous musings from Bourdain. These two books would be great to buy together for the holidays. And in honor of lovely Anthony Bourdain, I've got a couple of books for people who want to get away. They're all fiction titles after this. If you would like to travel to the UK and hang out with some octogenarian murder detective solvers, guess what? We've got Richard Osmond. The follow-up to the Thursday Murder Club. We have The Man Who Died Twice. We've got signed copies. Check it out today. Have you ever wanted to go to magic school? Great. Naomi Novak, The Graduate, is out today. This is the follow-up to A Deadly Education. We also have some signed copies. And if you want to travel everywhere, across centuries, across continents, big news today. Anthony Doerr, Cloud Cuckoo Land is out. We have so many copies of this book. It's going to be huge. It's a departure from All the Light We Cannot See because he goes way back in time. I think he goes forward in time, all across the world, but always returning to the themes that he writes most beautifully about. How do children grow in a world that is broken? How do we figure ourselves out? So grab your copy today. This is going to be the big book of the season. And up next, we've got Elise.
Hello. Events. As usual, we have some great events coming up. The first one, which is tomorrow in store, we are going to be hosting Leslie Houghton and her book, The Secret of Rainy Days. She's going to be in conversation with the great Kevin Wilson. So please go ahead and register as soon as you see this so that you are not blocked out. You know, we are limiting our capacity to keep everybody safe. So go online, register for this event tomorrow night. That is Wednesday at 6:30, Parnassus Books. Be there. Then we have a ticketed event with Trisha Yearwood and her new book, Trisha's Kitchen. Easy for me to say. And this is easy comfort food for friends and family, and you will see things like she's hanging with her husband Garth and they're having great meals. She's wonderful. She's a terrific chef. This is a fabulous book. So September 30th, this is a Crowdcast event, so it is ticketed and you do get a book. So go online, go to our website and get some tickets for you and maybe a couple of your closest friends. And then we are having an in-store event with Sharon Cameron. And you know her because she was a Reese Book Club pick for her last book, The Light in Hidden Places. This is the aftermath of World War II. She's just fabulous. This is a young adult book, but I read her as well, and she's just wonderful. She's going to be in store this Saturday, 6:30, in conversation with JT Ellison. This is another one. When you hear this, when you see this video, go ahead and register for the event so that you can get a seat. And I hope to see you at all of them. And now here's Rayanne.
Hi everybody, we have a lot of great kids books today. This is the picture book biography about Nina Simone. Nina, A Story of Nina Simone by Tracy N. Todd, written by Christian Robinson. This is a beautiful book about her childhood, her rise to stardom, and her work in the civil rights movement. Also in picture book, The Perfect Pet for You by Estelle Laurie, illustrated by Amy Hevron. This is a book about how to choose a pet, what qualities you might like, what qualities you might like in a friend and in yourself. Today, a book by the author of Wonder, R.J. Palacios' new book, Pony, is out. This is about 12-year-old Silas. In the night, 3 horsemen come for his father and take him away. A pony arrives. Is it a ghost horse? Who knows? And helps him go out into the desert and hope to find his father. This is compared to True Grit. It's a great adventure story. And we have signed copies. In YA, we have a new fantasy series, Beast of Prey by Ayanna Gray. This is about 2 teens who bond as they must go into the jungle and find a monster that lurks there. Or are they the monster? In Stephanie Garber's Caraval's universe, there's a new book, Once Upon a Broken Heart. This is a standalone book. And Marie Lou's follow-up to the Sky Hunter book, Steel Striker. We have signed copies. Thanks so much for listening, and thanks for shopping at Parnassus.